It is the double or nothing a-thon contest. Win, and you can elect to double up your money. This is the pool of players. Nush has played Joyo Rise and now is playing Vatira in a weird turn of fate. He's ready to go right now. So we're ripping another best of 5. Nush versus Vatira at level 3 for $125. Chat, here we go. It's another best of 5. It's Nush versus Vatira at level 3. Nush continues to wanting to double up. He has gotten everybody from Original Moist in a row. Rise, Joyo, and Vatira. Fate has had it that he needs to get through every last one of them. And the toughest one has been left for last. Vatira not going to be easy to take down. And has been playing like one of the best 1v1ers in the game. The only reason he wasn't a potential candidate for 1v1 representative for Europe is he slept in, which is funny because he's playing against Nush. Or I don't know if he slept in, but he did not know that the match was happening. Okay, we need to, I see you guys are talking about prediction. You guys are spamming it enough that I noticed. You guys can predict again. You have 5 minutes. No, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. And you can just predict while the game is going on. Vatira lost a upper bracket match due to check-in. Got forced to lowers, had to play much tougher opponents than he otherwise should have, and ultimately did not make it to the top 8 in the 1v1 for Europe. But if you looked at just a straight match results and didn't worry too much about the loss that he had, then you'll see that he's playing at the highest level against all these opponents. He lost to Nas. Yeah, a loss to Nas is no big deal. It is definitely respectable. Nush right now trying to run up a streak for the ages. Nush, reset fake, going top shelf. We'll be able to get it in. 3-2 for him. We are playing another best of 5. He has been requesting best of 5s if he has to play this late. He just played Rise. You can check that one out on the YouTube. But it went quick enough that he seemed ready to play again if Vatira was ready, and Vatira was on, ready to go. Nush sending one to the side wall. Has Vatira waiting in nets, but the reset is far too good. And Vatira, oh, we missed the midfield 100. Maybe he's gonna learn his lesson about waiting in net. This time he might have felt forced to because of that miss. Echo says nice goal, bad. Is he a Nush fan? I'm trying to follow Echo's chats. I think he just says it says nice goal whenever Nush scores and bad goal whenever Vatira scores. In a way, I love it. If everybody in chat just said that every time, chat engagement would be through the roof about whoever they're rooting for, and stream could be more enjoyable. So he was doing it last match. Yeah, I noticed. Vatira going so deep for a bump, and does get it, hoping that the ball is going to bounce its way in, but it does not. No, wait, I don't like it when you say bad streamer. Nice goal. Vatira, a pinch clear, really, as he picks up midfield 100. Nush pre-flipping into a reset. Carry, dunk? No. Vatira now take it to the skies. Popping this one up the side wall. Needs 2 goals to bring it back. That's a great reset shot of his own. Unfortunately, the chat might spam bad goal. I don't know. It depends how many Vatira fans are in chat. Pinch. Nush has it on target. No, it doesn't. It was wide. I take it back. Nush is already in the air. Went to the ceiling as he recognized Vatira was faking and is now trying to make his way back, and it's not going to be good enough. Vatira can just turtle basically and let it bounce in and score. Vatira getting a reset, trying to protect the ball down to the ground with a pre-flip. Did not work. Nush will get a goal. I mean, I'm thoroughly enjoying this chat engagement. We'll send this to the advertisers. The level of chat interaction we have. It's just through the roof. How could you not sponsor the stream? Vatira demo glues this ball to the back wall with a little wave dash, rolling it in front, makes it 6-6. The Ionius Camel. I think it was 7 months prime. Vatira flick read the challenge from Nush. Got the air underneath it to get it over the top of him. And it is 6-7. Nush not going to be able to half flip and recover off of this poor kickoff. Vatira winning 50s left and right. Oh, that is not a kickoff that I would do personally. Couldn't be me. I would never be missing my jump. Almost made up for it. He put Orange Trail on that. Vatira with a lead as we tick down the final minutes. Will he play it any more passively? No, he's just going to bounce dribble it, take it towards the net, read the challenge, and run the score up even more. Vatira clearing this down the field. Nush is more than capable of setting up almost anything into an air dribble, but he has to defend against Vatira now. 54 boost was saved even with that aerial challenge. He cannot see Vatira behind the ball, and he's just going to let the ball drop. Glued to the ground as he goes for this 50. Nice interception. Needs to use this boost to get away from the wall. Has a reset. Puts it on target. It's no big deal for Nush. Vatira gives him the nice shots, and it is deserved, but Nush makes it look easy, finding a way to score that. Now 26 seconds left to go. Everybody in chat should be saying nice goal for that, regardless of affiliation. Vatira trying to lose the kickoff into his own half. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll say it paid off. I take it. Vatira in a great spot, trying to bait Nush into a challenge. Will now go into the air dribble as the reset and rolls it over the top. It's just been so clinical. His conversion rate on his clean setups has been so high. That's what's led to having 10 goals. And he's not going to go to the kickoff, which is going to force Nush to instead start this play from the back wall. Did he read that? He must have heard Vatira or something. Vatira is chasing him down. I did not hear it personally, but Vatira bought himself the time he needs. Game 1 to Vatira, as he's trying to end yet another run at level 2. Now, he wasn't the one who ended the other run, but you guys get what I'm saying. Game number 2. Donnie asks, Feer, why on the spin wheel do some players have a bigger space, aka bigger chance, of getting picked than others? The reason why is to try and simulate a slightly, harder run through the gauntlet. As you get to more and more wins and higher in prize pool, you will have more likelihood of getting some of the tougher players. Now, in reality, what it really is you have a higher chance of getting the easier players early on. and being able to work your way through. How we did the spaces is chat did a tier list to start off the Donathon. They tier listed all the players, and that was then used for their weight for how much they show up on the wheel. Vatira was a guy who is, the second worst weighted. Drowley got picked despite being #1 worst weighted. So there's still a chance to get anybody, and in your second run or your second roll, run into somebody really tough. But that is the reason why. I think one other thing that I'll do is as people get farther in the brackets, we will remove some of the lower tiers. So if you're playing like 1,000... Ooh, nice backflip from Nush. Did not expect that. If you're playing like 1,000 prize pool game and you haven't yet played all the C tier players, we might just remove them from the wheel anyways. So there isn't like huge mismatch games for all the prize. I will let players know that beforehand. I'll let them basically look at their wheel and decide whether they want to spin it or just cash out. And listen, I don't mind if people cash out 1,000, couple thousand, 500. But it does seem like they're just going to keep going forever. And I might have found out an infinite show match glitch where players insist on going again no matter what. And then therefore, I never have to pay anyone out because everybody loses eventually. And we all get matches. Vatira just stopping. Is he wasting time early? He didn't want to take it to the other side of the field right away. He might be wasting time. He's trying to bait Nush in. We'll see if it ends up being a good idea. You do it long enough and you probably are worse off than you would have been if you just took the initial dribble. But right now, he's still in control of possession and he baited him in. It worked so well. Vatira, the puppet master, getting Nush to do whatever he wants, forces him finally into challenge, and then booms a power shot past him for a fourth. Why are you saying someone on Reddit will accuse me of scamming players as if it's not you? Just be honest. It'll be you. You'll be the one who's saying I'm scamming players. Vatira resets. Uses that to get over the top of Nush. This seems to be a tough matchup for Mr. Nush. We have a couple current active runs going on right now if you've been following. Nush on an active run against Vatira. Juicy actually on an active run. A 1-0 run. Vatira might be able to reset both runs back to the beginning. I realized by running multiple at the same time that will just have two open forever unless by some miracle they get converged by having both of the two runs pick the same player. Then I think they might converge, assuming that new player wins on both. Which is maybe not super likely. Vatira dunks in a sixth. 2 minutes left to go, or just a little bit less in this game number 2. Vatira not going to the kickoff. Nush will head to his own back corner. Vatira already floating off the ceiling. Nush just slowly dribbling it in order to not bring the ball to Vatira. Interesting stall from Nush to get this second goal. He barely moves at all after using the flip. He wanted to keep his ball in position. Or sorry, his car in position, I should say, to get the right touch on the ball. Now he's got a second goal. Is it enough to bring it back, though? Nush with space all the way to his own back corner. Vatira swinging wide in nets. Nush just takes it straight at him, and Vatira makes a save, gets a crossbar bounce out. Perfection. Turtle shots. Catches it and flips it in. Bit of style. A little bit dangerous there for Vatira. In case his turtle popped it away, but you knew what he was doing. I remember when I used to get excited, someone said, imagine somebody showing somebody this gameplay in 2015. The first thing they'd be confused about is the resets. Nush, nice 50, because that did not exist. The infinite timer on resets did not exist. But also, I remember, just turtling. That's how I found out about air roll. I didn't understand air roll, but I kept watching these players, and after goals, they would turtle. And then they would boost their way into the net. And I remember being like, how are they turtling and still facing forward? The only way I know how to turtle is to flip upside down and face the wrong way. So, looking into it, what's going on? What am I doing wrong? Found out you can roll the car. Found out you can roll it on its side with a button I was never using. What was that? And when was this? Yeah, it was September 16th. Yeah, a couple weeks ago. Nush. Looking to get a stylish goal to end this game, but certainly not about to score 5 in a row. So he should be down 2-0. I wonder what chat had as their prediction. 55% Vatira. I wonder if we had this game before Nush's couple wins back-to-back, if that would have changed anything. I think Nush won while being a favorite against Joyo and Rise, so necessarily, or not, I mean, nothing really should have changed in terms of how you'd feel how he matches up against Vatira. Vatira air dribble into resets. Breezy wanted a double, didn't get it. 2-0. Nush might be regretting best of 5 in this exact moment. Nush into the Octane for game number 3. Series hasn't been going his way so far, so he's decided to switch it up. Vatira's actually been switching it up too. I think he might have been in a new decal each game. Definitely a new decal this game. Repping for champions everywhere. And he is going to read this catch and cut by Nush and just get a demo. Vatira on 0, or a couple pads, I guess. He stayed grounded. Wow, I mean, he really just dunked it. The demo is just a bonus. Vatira fake kickoff. Almost got immediately red. Nush trying to save a bit of boost as he rotates back and actually recognizes an opportunity to get a demo. Saw Vatira using everything he had just to cross the field and was not going to let him get away with that. Takes him off the map on the landing. Soft touch. You go too soft there, and Vatira actually can make it back, but Nush does get himself his first goal. Is Vatira a new player? Yeah, new player on the Rocket League scene. I remember when Vatira was a new player. And he played in an NA versus EU Prodigies match. I believe it was Daniel, Evo. Who was NA's third? Or it was like a next-gen 3v3 match. Chat, do you guys remember who was Evo, NA's third? It was like Oski, Vatira, and no, wait, I'm struggling to remember both teams. I know Vatira was on one of the teams. Was it Atto? Atto didn't sound right because I thought Atto was too old. Was it literally Atto, Vatira? Wait, I'm lost now. I've already forgot who the other one was. Aqua sounds right. Aqua, Daniel, Evo. Anyways, Vatira clowned. Vatira just absolutely crushed in that next gen match. I missed the best goal. Uh-oh, I was racking my 32-year-old brain for who played in that game. Nush. Reset 50. Vatira might have a counterattack here as he makes his save across the net. Little pogo celebration as well. 5-1. Oh, I casually ignored the worst open net miss in history. It was not Vatira, Turbopulsa, and Metzenaris. I think it might have been Oski, Atto, Vatira, which is an insane team. Certainly a much better team. No offense to my NA goats. Daniel, Evo, and Aqua ended up being. Nush needs to start getting something going now. He's in the second half of game number 3, and he's down once again. An air dribble bump gets him a 3rd goal. He has been wanting to play quick series, but he's going to have to play a long one now. He wants to bring it back. Jumping off the ball, has a reset available, I think, or he gets a 50. He didn't use any resets. Did he get one off the ball? We watched from Vatira POV. Oh my goodness, that's just ridiculous from Nush. The fact he does that so casually. Vatira falling from above the goal to try and get the save. Nush. Dribble from his own back corner. I do not consider these DS challenges, by the way. Some people will say this is the same thing as I think it's just, I mean, not that I can do either or come anywhere close to doing either, but in my experience, starting it from the back corner is something that a lot more players can do than starting it from the full-on back wall. Nush can, of course, do both, and he does manage to do the back corner dribble because he's got himself a tie game. Vatira does not get a follow-up. Now, this is the dribble I once called the Daniel dribble. Nice reset shots. Daniel, at least on my stream, was certainly pioneering the full field air dribbles starting from that back corner boost on the side wall. Nush went to ceiling height, tried to get back down. Or sorry, Vatira went to ceiling height, tried to get back down. Once upon a time, dribbling all the way from your own half in the air was a laughable mistake in 1v1. Why would you take such a humongous risk when you're almost certainly getting counterattacked? Now, you can't do that. You won't make it anywhere in ones. Nush! Is he going to clutch up here? Minute 33. He's now got himself a 2-goal lead. Almost made it 3 as Vatira decides to power shoot this one away and line up a demo. He wanted to get Nush to use his flip and make him an easy target to get taken off the map. You even see Nush last second recognizing what's happening. Tried to tilt his car up to avoid him. Wasn't able to. Nush off the sidewall. Air dribbles and gets himself a decent post pounce. Vatira just squeezed it in. He was there, but he couldn't do anything to stop it. I want to see this again. Oof. Tough break. Nush kickoff goal. And a zap dash for funsies. 9-6. He has really just gone on an insane run here. Nush. Hook shot to the back wall. Lobs it up. Vatira Now on the carry. Reset. Pre-flip. Denied, and that save is probably enough. Especially considering it's going to be... What? Nush wants to waste time instead of taking a 10th goal in a 9-6 match. And, I mean, it's going to work, but... but, man, I mean, no matter how much time wasting you do, almost always a player just takes their free, wide-open nets. But Nush wants to waste time so bad, or just wants to get to the next game so bad, that he just didn't even take a glaring open net. And no one has scored since he passed it up. So in his defense, he is just getting to the end of the game quicker. Must know what he's doing. He pre-jumped this one, and he did intercept it. That'll do it. Nush on the board. Can he get 2 more, though, is the question. His run will end here if he cannot. Game number 4. I just removed one of chat's emotes. They're going to be mad at me. Ignore them. Ignore them in the chats. Vatira. This is a sick car. I like this car a lot. I don't think he can lose in this car. Usually I'm fairly indifferent with the various decals and setups that people have nowadays, but this one is nice. No goals yet in the opening minute, it would seem. Nush. On an air dribble pre-jumped by Vatira. These guys still just looking for their first clean opportunity. Nobody diving in too much without an obvious chance. Air roll from Nush. Nice placement from Nush on this dribble. Vatira started to get up to try and stop it. Maybe if Nush was going for some sort of resets. If everyone in chat right now suggests the emote again, maybe we let it back. Nush, ceiling heights. Goes low for the 50. There's been so many requests for it. Bad emote? No, keep it gone. Oh, some people in chat don't want it. Maybe we have to keep it gone. Type bad emote or nice emote in chat right now. And that's how we'll decide. So many people want it back. Vatira gonna get his first as he dodges Nush's aggression. Nush trying to drive through the play and get the demo. Is not able to. I just put it back in at the worst time when the only thing that anyone was allowed to type was the 7TV emote. They might not even notice they have it back. Nush. 50 flick. Bounces off the crossbar and out. Vatira staring at an open net. They make it 2-2. Delayed kickoff. We saw, I believe it was the Mob using that to great effect in his match. Nush went flying past the ball on accident and actually made his way out of it. He has not been scored on just yet. I thought he was screwed, but he made up for it enough. He's still stuck in defense because of it, and Vatira's probably scoring this one, yeah. Hard to imagine Nush stop that. Vatira, kickoff goal to make it 4-2. Nush catching this ball high. Vatira has started his dribble, or sorry, started his pre-jump, I should say. But passively still floating around the angle of the net. Nush is going to cut this one off. We have just under 2 minutes and a 2-goal lead for Vatira. He has pre-jumped this, but cannot stop. Oh my goodness, he does save it! Vatira found his way back. He kept his flip and used it to make the save after it seemed clear that Nush was already past him. Nush trying to get a little chain dash demo. He's on 0 boost. Vatira's going to get another. Vatira will make it 5-2. With defense like that, he will all but assuredly hold on and start his double or nothing run of his own. If he wants to. He could also cash out at level 1. Nush resets, intercepted by Vatira. Vatira wanted a demo. These guys were thinking about trading him. Nush should be able to put it on target. Can't imagine Vatira gets there, even if he got a close spawn. And it's 2 goals in 57 seconds. Nush off the side wall. Reset over the top of Vatira. And it's not over just yet. Kickoff goals are so important. Kickoff possessions, I should say. It wasn't, a straight kickoff goal, but Nush got first possession. If he could get first possession right now, that would go a long, long way, but I don't think he has. It's not super clear how much trouble he's in just yet. Now I would say Vatira has a clean possession. Nush is going to chase him down, try and demo him. Vatira dodges it, puts a shot on. It's in. Not a bad decision to try and go for the demo. If it connects, you can get it. I mean, you watch it from Vatira's POV, and he could see it from a mile away, though. If he was maybe surprising him a bit more, Vatira just not going to go to the kickoff. He wants to hold on to this. Oh, that ain't it. The goal. Oh, maybe it is it. Nush almost dunked it and made it something. Vatira low on boost. He's trying to muscle Nush away. Nush going to catch. He needs to go quickly. This dribble has to go in. No choice but to score. Vatira off the ceiling has a reset. Nush let it fall away. He needed either a clean bounce, or he needed to get... What is going on with Nush right now? Or he needed to get a wave dash shot. He still might score. Nush has 2 seconds to stay alive. What was this turtle shot? He bumped Vatira away on the landing. What kickoff does he get? Diagonal. Will he go delay? Will Vatira just not go to it? Vatira is going to go to it. Oh my goodness, this is not great for Vatira. Nush cannot get it there in time. GG's. Well, Vatira's out before the GG's, but GG's from Nush. Vatira wins 3-1. Nush's run ends with a 3-1 to Vatira. So we will drop Nush back into the pool. Now Vatira will make a run. He's starting with a 3-1 against Mr. Nush. He is going to double. So Vatira's wheel will look as follows. What is RNG? Joyo! What? We want new players. Joyo has been selected.